Hello, morning people. It's King Drop that outlaw. You know how it is. I'm gonna do a short video. It's about the Mac Burger brims from New York. I got this at the New York Post, so shout out to them for the credit on it. Mac Burger brims, New York's most dangerous gang. And there's a picture of a gun with blood and it's splattered over it. They are the new mafia, a ruthless Bronx-based cabal of drug dealers and gun runners that officials call the most dangerous gang in the city. The Mackburger Brims, a set of the National Bloods gang, form a terrifying band of crime-happy hoods who own much of New York's street drug trade and dominate Rikers Island, where they control the contraband and decide who lives and who dies, police and jail sources say. Top dogs in the city, said one law enforcement source. There are more of them than any other Bloods, and they're highly organized, extremely violent, very powerful. Other gangs fear them. The gang, which also calls itself the McBarger family, is based in the Morrisania section of the Bronx, but has tentacles across the city, especially in Brooklyn and Staten Island, as well as upstate and New Jersey. Its violence has claimed at least 5 innocent bystanders. 3 of them teenage girls, authorities say. That's what I mean, spray and pray, man. They're hitting wrong people, man, hitting kids, innit? They include Vlada Vasquez, 15, a Bronx student who miraculously survived being hit in the head with a stray bullet. Wow, so these people get shot in the head, man, they survive, more so than people get shot in the body, man, it's crazy. Someone gets shot in the elbow and it comes out their neck and shit. It's mad stuff. That's what they're saying in the Y&W Mary case. It went in his cheek and come out his brain. What's his name? Drury. Drury. It went in his cheek and come out his brain, man. Rest in peace to Drury, man, and shit to yourself. Hitting the head with a stray bullet during a revenge attack on the gang by its well-armed rival, the Gorilla Stone Bloods. You know what I mean? They're meant to be the same people, man. I was gonna talk about a Boston thing, so that's how I got my Boston Celtics hat on today. I was gonna do a Boston thing about Joe Barboza, but I'll do that next time, innit? I was watching a thing, and I read this and that, and I'm about to read it, so. Yeah, the Gorilla Stone Bloods in 2009, that's where I'm casting over, and that's from. Another victim was not so lucky. Bronx prom queen Samantha Guzman, 18, died in a spray of bullets on Mother's Day 2006 when she and her friends wandering in a McBall shootout in Morrisania. The reach extends along the eastern seaboard, where the gang's operations, gun running, robbery, and kidnappings can be found in Maryland, Virginia, and the Carolinas, North, South, Kentucky, and Georgia. In one remarkable brazen assault in March, jailed McBarger member Kevin Melton orchestrated the abduction of a North Carolina prosecutor's father. Sheesh! Crazy, man. The snatching was retaliation. Victim Frank Jansen's daughter Colleen and assistant Tony in Wake Forest had put Melton away for life in 2012. 8 thugs pistol whipped Jansen and held him for 5 days before the FBI rescued him. That would be the FBI, wouldn't it? That shit you see about them on the TV, man, it's real. They're the biggest gang. They're the biggest gang. And they just come from everywhere, you know what I mean? The government's the biggest gang. The leader is convicted killer Larry O. Calderon, 37, a Bronx-born career criminal who spent 17 years in state prison in 2 stints and is now facing life for murdering a subordinate, according to a top investigator familiar with the gang. Calderon is known as the godfather of Dawn of the McBarger Brims. He and his top associate, Eli Blood Eli Rios, 38, who was doing life upstate for homicide, overseeing an extensive network in the state and city jails, is head of a mafia-like commission that dictates all family matters, including the sanctioning of hits on rivals and turncoats, the investigator said. She's like, why do you want to be the leader of a gang like, if you're gonna put away for life? You know what I mean? They're actually, the leaders are actually going out and killing people, you know what I mean? Like Pappy Mason and all that shit, like. Yeah, I was probably gonna do a video on that as well, Pappy Mason and Fat Cat and that. The decisions of this board of the directors conveyed with the help of girlfriends and family through cryptic messages on Facebook and Twitter, the effect what happens on the street and behind bars, the source said. There are at least, that's what I mean, through cryptic messages and that. You see the way they talk, like they say like they won't say cup of coffee, they'll say bup of coffee, like everything to be, they don't say C and 9. There are at least 525 confirmed members. Yeah, that's a gang, man. That's a gang. Although police suspect the actual number is much higher, as it doesn't count scores of associates and wannabe YGs or young gangsters who hope to join. Initiation rights range from being jumped in. A proposed member must endure a group beating to committing murder. Not all survive. Sheriff of Dow's 14 was told last year we needed to carry out a hit to be accepted. He missed his target, then was killed by cops. One notorious member is Scott Murder One Fields, who earned his nickname for beating two murder raps, said one source, including the slaying of a John Hill legend he set up for a robbery in Park Hill section of Staten Island. Fields has been arrested many times and eventually served 7 years for manslaughter for separate slaying. Dared to try to launch his own blood set, but was turned down by the Macballer leaders. Fields was lucky not to be targeted himself. The source said he was going to try to get authorization. He was going to call it the Staten Island Rangers. Dickhead. He tried to drop his flag. Rangers, man. Celtic. He tried to drop his flag. That's a violation. The gang features a money unit and a murder unit. Wow. The money unit rakes in millions from dealing heroin, crack, pot, and prescription pills like OxyContin. Members trade extensively in illegal handguns brought to New York through the Iron Pipeline and earn cash from Texas and Oklahoma, and earn cash from home robbery, street muggings, extortion, prostitution, and kidnapping. That doesn't include their control of a busking underground market of contraband at Rikers, where a single cigarette known as a finger can fetch $10, and vulnerable inmates pay protection money to avoid being stabbed or beaten. In the prisons over here, you smoke vapes and that. Like, it's just like you got like little shitty vapes, little pin things. Like, once I started smoking vapes for a while, I didn't even want to smoke a cigarette. Like, it tasted disgusting. When I got a couple of roll-ups and that, like, it tasted disgusting. I don't like it. I was like used to smoking these things. Sorry. That inmates pay protection money to avoid being stabbed or beaten. Assault in the big house. Ballinnie's the big house, man. Scotland. Big up Ballinnie. The big house also pays well. The MBBs, Macballer Blood Supply, hospital-grade scalpels for $100 a piece. Tiny razor-sharp weapons favoured by inmates for slashing enemies. Give them $1.50 down the face. That's what it's called, man. 150 stitches for that to that. $1.50 they call it. Yeah. You ever see Scarface? Try watch a documentary called Scarface, and it's about Rikers Island and all hiding razor blades in their mouth and that. You see him move on his tongue, like. Yeah, that's a good documentary, man. Like Scarface. about Rikers Island. One alleged supplier was gang associate Michael Lucky Wolcott, an employee at St. Luke's Hospital who took used scalpels straight from the surgical discard bin and had women smuggle them into jail by hiding them in body cavities, the sources said. That's grimy, man. Wow. The gang is also heavily involved in the rap industry, of course. Law enforcement sources say a young artist calls himself Baller Mac, though it's unclear if he is a member of the gang. Fucking hell, Baller Mac, Mac Ballers. You wouldn't be allowed to use that name if you weren't a member of the gang. Some of these guys have a lot of money, said one source. There are Mac Ballers who have properties, businesses, real estate companies, houses in New Jersey. They're not stupid. Like Italian gangsters, the Mac Baller brims have their own language and customs which date to 1969. In California, a group once called the LA Hat Gang. Their name changed in the 70s to the 5'9 brims. Their home turf being at 59th Street in South LA's Harvard Park, as the Bloods crew and unified out west before an East Coast branch was created in 1993. That occurred when jailed leader Omar Porty established the United Blood Nation and Rikers to battle the more powerful Latin Kings who had to unlock, all the phones unlock and everything. You had to pay them to use the phone. So Latin Kings known, more powerful Latin Kings known as OG Mac, I've heard of him. But original gangster Porty set up 10 sets of Bloods across the city. One was named the 59 Brims after its LA counterpart, though it operated independently. The Mac Baller Brims, which formed in 2001, are the most powerful of the 4 Brim sets in New York. Collectively, the New York Bloods Brim Army, and are now seeking to break away because of their numbers and influence. Their name mixes a tribute to Mac Porty with slang for gangster or drug dealer baller. They embrace a code of ethics every bit as strict as the Mafia's Omerta. Calderon, who got busted in April along with more than 60 other suspected Mac Baller members, is facing murder charges for allegedly killing one of his own over an ethical transgression. You know what I mean? Like, how are you gonna get bags for killing one of your own guys? Like, you know what I mean? And like, you need to hit them on the street or something. It's like you do it anywhere, you know what I mean? He's one of your own people. Fucking hell. Gang member Frank Russell participated in a botched and unsanctioned home invasion robbery in 2011, in which one of the Mac Baller members was killed and another, Gio Ramirez, was wounded. Instead of helping his companion, Russian bolted and left Ramirez behind. Sheesh. Wow. Diana Rodriguez holds a photo of her daughter Samantha Guzman, who was gunned down in a 2006 gang shootout. Calderon and Rios then allegedly put a hit on Russell, who was killed by 3 associates. The charges state Rios could face more time, but is already serving life for a cold-blooded slaying on a Bronx street in 2004. That bomb in front of everyone, I think. The killer, accompanied by a half-dozen gang members, was apparently put off that the victim, Paul Anderson, and a companion dared to be in the area, asking the pair, "What are you doing on my block?" So he pulled out his gun and chased the two as they fled. Rios killed Anderson and wounded an innocent bystander in the knee. The new indictment, which comes on the heels of a takedown of 14 top Mac Ballers in Binghamton in March, spells out 109 alleged victims, including 2 homicides and 4 attempt murders. Bronx DA Robert Johnson called it an extensive catalogue of violent crimes, and it reads like an episode of the TV show The Wire, with patched together transcripts of conversations made over disposable telephones. Never talk on the phone, man. It's basically using code in it, you know what I mean? Like in Scotland, we got our own code in it. It's got egg language, you know what I mean? It's just the same as Liverpool. They got their own code for Liverpool. Like, you know what I mean? Like Reggie, Megan, Eggy, Nego, and Sagan, Hagen. We patched together transcript of conversations made over disposable telephones. The defendants used nicknames such as Charlie, Rizzo, and Wheezy, who was held expressing his regret for not shooting someone that he had a disagreement with. But will these roundups dent Matt Wallace's power? Not anytime soon, say experts familiar with the gang. They're being careful, said one source, noting that bug conversations used to get indictments have made the back ballers ultra cautious. Guys who drop their cell phones every 20 days, he said. Even that, man, probably once a week. And he said there's no score in the stream with young gangsters. That's what I mean. Every older OG that goes to prison, a younger one comes up. Sometimes it's his little brother, little cousin, family members of the people who got life. They come up as the next gang. You know what I'm saying? And he said there's no score in the stream of young gangsters and young bloods angling for admission. A lot of YGs and YBs, young bloods, are going to the mat balls, he said. The new generation is supplying bodies so fast, even Rios can't keep up. He was heard remarking on the youth of the gang's newest prison arrivals. Most of the kids you got me locked up here with, I don't even know, he said. And that was the head of the gang. Well, that's like a little rundown on the Matt Baller brims. I hope you liked it, and just leave me on please like and subscribe, and share on it with your people. Like, get moving. I've only got small subscribers. Like, try to help me pick it up on it, man. You know what I mean? Like, peace, love, and respect. Like, peace out.